Hey guys, this is another video of me helping you guys through your assignment for the day. Hope y'all are doing fine on this Friday afternoon. Is what time it is for me, at least. Whenever you see this, who knows? But the assignment wants us, and it should to describe displacement and distance traveled, and eventually we'll talk about some other things on the back. But let's just go through this first section together. Okay, it says this street scene helps to illustrate the difference between distance and position. Okay, so we're going to set our reference point to be the cinema. So cinema, where's that at? That's over here. Okay, so this is going to be our 0 right here. And that's just for this one. Okay, down here, it wants the reference to be post office. So you'll do that on this one. You can put the 0 there if you like. But I'm just going to focus on this first section where our origin is the cinema. Okay, if our origin is the cinema, we know that the post office is 23.4 meters away, and the bakery is 23.4 plus 37.7 meters away. And if we add those up, let me get my calculator going here. If we add those up, we've got 23.4, and we're going to add 37.7. Okay, so we get 61.1, as you see there. So the bakery is 61.1 meters to the east of our origin, which is the cinema. Okay, now that we've got those numbers, it should make things a little bit easier. It says you exit the cinema after watching a movie. Okay, so we're right there at the cinema, and we can label this as like section A, right? So in section A, we end up here, right here by the cinema. What is your displacement? Remember that displacement is your final position minus your initial position. So how far away are you from the initial position? Well, we just started, so our displacement is 0. We haven't moved yet, 0 meters. What total distance have you traveled? Well, just like I said, we haven't moved yet, right? 0 meters. Okay. Then you walk to the post office. We'll call that position B. Okay, post office is right here, position B. If we walk from cinema to the post office, what is your displacement from the cinema? Okay, well, we went to the right. To the right, we'll say, is in the positive direction. To the left would be negative direction, is east. Your displacement would be, well, from the cinema to the post office is 23.4 meters, and we'll specify that's in the direction of east, right? Because we're walking to the right, positive direction. Okay, what total distance have you traveled? Well, we've only moved once, and it was 23.4 meters. And that does not have to specify direction because distance is a scalar, as most of you hopefully have realized. Scalars do not involve direction. All right, you walk back to the cinema, position C. Okay, so if we're back at the cinema, then your new displacement from the cinema, well, we're at the cinema, so displacement means how far are you from where you started. So if you're right back at the same spot, it should be 0 meters. What total distance have you traveled now? Okay, we'll think about that one. You walked over there, which is 23.4 meters, and then you walked back. So what's the total distance that you traveled? Well, 23.4, and we're going to go back another 23.4, and that's our distance traveled. Okay, so what's 23.4 plus 23.4? I think we get 46.8, and that's meters. We don't specify a direction because it's just distance traveled. That's a scalar. You then walk to the bakery. Okay, we'll call that movement D. Bakery is D. Okay. All right. What is your new displacement from the cinema? Well, how far away is the bakery from the cinema? That's the distance from where you started, right? Okay. Well, we said earlier that the bakery is 61.1 meters from the cinema. So we'll write that. Displacement involves direction, so it'll be east. What total distance have you traveled? Okay, well, before we said 46.8. And now we're traveling again. How far did we travel this time? Well, we went from the cinema to the bakery. So how far is that? 61.1 meters. Okay. If we had 46.8 plus 61.1, we get 107.9. And that's distance. Again, we don't need direction. Okay. Hopefully that helped, guys. This next section, it states that the reference point is the post office now. Okay, so this is our 0. So what's our position of the cinema? Okay, well, it's 23.4 meters to the west. So we'll say negative 23.4. Okay, and the bakery is on the positive side. So we'll just leave it as 37.7 meters in the positive direction. Okay, so go ahead, try to go through the rest of that. Okay, I think it's all the same stuff. Distance traveled, displacement. Remember, displacement is where you are in relation to the origin. And distance is the accumulation of how much you have traveled altogether, right? All right. And good luck, guys. I will leave you to it.